Hey guys, welcome to Football Fantasy 11, your ultimate fantasy football guide. Today we are going to talk about English Premier League match between West Ham and Arsenal. मेरे दोस्त ने मुझे कमेंट कर दिया कि मैं हिंदी में बात नहीं करता हूँ, मैं इंग्लिश में बात करता हूँ। एक्चुअली मुझे हिंदी तो उतना नहीं आता है। मैं कोशिश करता हूँ, मैं हिंदी सीखना चाहता हूँ। अगर मैं सीख लिया तो मैं एक वीडियो हिंदी में करता हूँ और करूँगा। ओके, सो अभी मैं इंग्लिश में कंटिन्यू करता हूँ। Please pardon me for that. So, West Ham and Arsenal have played 28 matches between each other. In that, 4 games was won by West Ham, 4 games ended up in a draw, and Arsenal have won 20. So, Arsenal is been dominant against West Ham, and the previous 5 matches, West Ham have scored 5 goals, and Arsenal have scored 9 goals. And in the previous 3 meetings, there were a result. Either West Ham have won or the Arsenal have won. In the previous meeting in the last season, Arsenal defeated West Ham 6 goals to nil. That was the result, and in that Saka have scored 2 goals, Trossard have scored 1 goal, Rice have scored 1 goal, and Rice assisted for 2 goals. Odegaard also assisted for 2 goals. Then Gabriel and Saliba, who are the defenders, have also scored 2 goals. That means almost 6 players have contributed for the Arsenal side in that previous game. But in that same season itself, West Ham have defeated Arsenal 2 goals to nil. And Soucek and Mauropanos, who are the centre back and the midfield option of West Ham, have scored in that particular game. And Bowen was the one who have assisted for West Ham. So this was the previous 2 results of West Ham and Arsenal, and right now we will come to this particular season where West Ham is currently 14th in the table. They have won 4, drawn 3, lost 5 games, and they are scoring at a rate of 1.25 goals per match, but they are conceding at a rate of 1.58 goals. That means in 12 matches they have scored only 15 goals but conceded 19 goals. When we compare this with Arsenal, Arsenal is currently 5th in the table. They have won 6, drawn 4, lost 2, and they are scoring at a rate of 1.75 goals, and they have conceded 1 goals per match. That means they have scored 21 goals in 12 matches and conceded 12 goals in 12 matches. Now we will move on to see how the recent performance of both West Ham and Arsenal is and who were their key players. And currently, the West Ham in the last 6 matches, Newcastle were being defeated by West Ham 0 goals to 2. West Ham ended up in a draw against Everton 0-0. Nottingham Forest defeated West Ham 3 goals to nil. Then West Ham defeated Manchester United 2 goals to 1. Tottenham defeated West Ham 4 goals to 1. And West Ham have defeated Ipswich 4 goals to 1. When it comes to goals, Bowen and Soucek each with 3 goals, Kudus with 2, Paqueta with 2 goals, Antonio Ings and Van Bissaka with 1 goals. When it comes to assist, Bowen with 3 assists, Emerson, Antonio, Kilman and Ings each with 1 assist. Now when we come to Arsenal, in the Arsenal's last 6 matches, they have defeated Sporting 5 goals to 1, that's in the UCL. Arsenal have defeated Nottingham Forest 3 goals to 0. Chelsea and Arsenal end up in a 1-1 draw. Arsenal were being defeated by Inter Milan 1 goals to nil. Then Newcastle defeated Arsenal 1 goals to nil. Then Arsenal defeated Preston 3 goals to nil. When it comes to the goal stats, Havertz topped the list with 4 goals. Saka also 4 goals. Martinelli 3, Trossard 2, Gabriel and Partey with 2 goals. When it comes to assist, Saka with 8 assists, Odegaard with 2 assists, Martinelli with 2 assists, Rice, Sterling, Havertz, White and Timber each with 1 assist. Now we move on to the key players for both West Ham and Arsenal. For the West Ham, Bowen, who is their top scorer and the top assist provider, is a must-pick player for West Ham. Then Soucek, he is a midfielder, but he can score goals, and he is in a very good form for West Ham as he has scored in the previous games of West Ham as well. And as I told you in the previous meeting of West Ham and Arsenal, Soucek was the goal scorer when they end up winning 2-0. And Paqueta is another midfielder who is an attacking option of West Ham, and he can provide you goals. Then Van Bissaka or Emerson, both are the wing backs for West Ham who are attacking minded, could provide you with assist. Now Solar or Summerville, both are midfield option but have the attacking ability, could provide you with goals and assist. Then Kudos or Antonio. Actually, Kudos is actually suspended for this particular match and won't be taking part in this particular game. So Antonio will be the attacking option who can provide you with goals. Now we move on to the Arsenal side. Saka is the most valuable player for Arsenal as he have contributed with goals and assists. Now Havertz or Odegaard, both are the attacking minded midfielders but could provide you with goals. And Odegaard could help you with assist as well. Odegaard will be their set piece taker, so he can provide assist by set pieces. And Gabriel, who is a defender but have the ability to score goals. Even Saliba could be another defensive choice who can provide you with goals. Timber or White, both are the wing backs for Arsenal, can provide with assist or even goals. And White might not take part in this particular game as he is injured. Then Calafori will be the another option for Arsenal instead of White. So Timber and Calafori could be the key players of Arsenal as both are attacking minded wingbacks. Then Rice or Partey, both are the midfield choice of Arsenal. They are in a very good run of form in this particular season and could provide you points for passing as well as for their defensive skills. Then Trossard or Martinelli, both are the attacking option but both plays at the same similar position, and either one will be playing in the starting lineup. That's what I am expecting. If Martinelli starts, he is a must pick. If Trossard starts, then he is a must pick option for Arsenal. Now, based on these key players, we are gonna try to put up a team based on my different possible outcomes. Let's see what are the possible outcomes are, and based on that we will set up a team. First, West Ham winning against Arsenal 1-0. Then Arsenal defeating West Ham 1-0. Then West Ham defeating Arsenal 2-1 or 3-2. Means a tight match, but West Ham end up winning a narrow margin, but both the teams scoring goals. Then West Ham and Arsenal ending up in a 1-1 or 2-2 draw. Then West Ham losing to Arsenal 2-1 goals or 3-2 goals. Now we move on to the first scenario where West Ham defeating Arsenal 1-0. In that you have to put all 4 defenders West Ham who are in the starting lineup and 1 defender from Arsenal. I go with Van Bissaka, Emerson, Mavropanos, Killman. And the 2 defenders of Arsenal will be either Calafori or Timber. You can prefer one out of these 2. I lean more towards Calafori, but both of them are good choices. Then my midfield choice could be, vice captain choice could be Van Bissaka and Emerson from the defensive side, as both of them are attacking minded and could provide points for clean sheet as well. And Mavropanos is another defensive option of West Ham United who have scored against Arsenal in the previous season. He can be your captain choice as well, but I don't prefer him as a captain choice. I don't think that he will be the one who will be the goal scorer for West Ham in that 1-0 win. But Mavropanos could be an option for your fantasy league. And I go with the midfielders either Partey or Rice from the Arsenal side, then Saka from the Arsenal, Odegaard from the Arsenal side. And my attacker will be Bowen from West Ham, and I prefer him as a captain. My vice captain could be either the 2 defenders, Van Bissaka or Emerson, and even Fabianski, who is the goalkeeper of West Ham, because Arsenal will be having a very good game. They are gonna shoot a lot in this particular match, and Fabianski should have to save a lot in case West Ham have to win by 1 goal and keeping a clean sheet. Now we move on to the next scenario where Arsenal defeating West Ham 1-0. Then my defensive choice will be Calafori, Timber, Saliba, Kivior or Gabriel. Whoever is in the starting lineup, you have to add all those defenders of Arsenal. Then one of the defenders from West Ham will be either Bissaka or Emerson. Then the midfielders will be Odegaard, Saka and Soucek from West Ham United. And my attackers will be Havertz or Trossard. I don't prefer both. I prefer either one of these two. If Trossard is in the starting lineup, I go with Trossard. And if both Trossard and Havertz are in the starting lineup, then also I still go with Trossard. But in case Havertz and Martinelli starts, then I go with Havertz as my captain choice. And the another attacker will be West Ham United's Bowen. And the goalkeeper choice will be Fabianski for me. And when I move on to the next scenario where West Ham defeating Arsenal 2-1 or 3-2, that means a tight game, but West Ham ending up winning by a narrow margin. My defender choice from the Arsenal will be Calafori or Timber, either one of these two. Then I go with Saliba. And if Gabriel starts, you can skip Saliba and you can prefer Gabriel. Then my defender choice of West Ham will be Bissaka or Emerson. I lean more towards Bissaka as he is having a better season. And my midfield choice will be Odegaard, Saka, Partey or Deccan Rice, then Soucek, Paqueta or Solar, then Havertz or Martinelli, then Bowen and Antonio. I prefer Antonio in this particular outcome because West Ham, if they score 2 or 3 goals, then Antonio could be a part of that either one goal in this side. My captain choice will be Bowen. Antonio could be your vice captain choice. Even Soucek could be your captain choice in this particular option. I have not added him as a captain, but he could be the captain choice also in this particular scenario. And Saka could be your vice captain choice. Then Havertz or Martinelli could be your vice captain choice. So, since West Ham United is scoring more goals, I prefer adding either Soucek or Bowen as a captain choice. Now we move on to the next scenario where Arsenal ending up winning like 2-1 or 3-2. This team will be similar to my previous team. The only difference is that in the attacking section, I go with Havertz or Martinelli, either one of these two, along with Trossard. Then Bowen from West Ham United. Then in the midfield, I go with Odegaard, Saka, Partey or Reese. I choose either one of these two. Then Soucek along with Paqueta or Solar from West Ham United. And my defensive choice will be the same. And you can see that here I put Saka as my captain choice. And my vice captain choice would be either Havertz or Martinelli or even Trossard. Because Arsenal will be scoring more goals, then I prefer more captain and vice captain from Arsenal. Even Soucek and Bowen could be a better vice captain choice as well. Vice captain choice. Don't put them as the captain. Captain, the best choice will be Saka as he can provide you both goals and assist. Now I move on to the last scenario where West Ham and Arsenal ending up in a 1-1 or 2-2 draw. Here also this team will be similar. I prefer but only one attacker from the Arsenal side. It could be either Havertz or Martinelli. The thing is that Martinelli won't play in 90 minutes. If Martinelli is starting the game, he will be substituted to, I guess Martinelli will be substituted with Arsenal's, who was that player, Trossard. Yeah, Martinelli will be substituted with Trossard because both Trossard and Martinelli won't continue for 90 minutes. It will be the Havertz who will be playing 90 minutes for Arsenal. So please keep that in mind. If Arsenal is going to score early, then whoever is in the starting lineup will have an option to score. But if the Arsenal is scoring late, then the player who plays 90 minutes will be having a better option to score. Even my midfielders will be Odegaard, Saka, Partey or Rice, Soucek, Paqueta or Solar. Then my attacker will be Bowen from West Ham, then Havertz or Martinelli from Arsenal. And you can see that the defensive choice will be the same. Calafori or Timber, Saliba, Bissaka or Emerson from West Ham United. So these are the 5 possible outcomes and these are the possible teams for those outcomes. Now I move on to the final scenario where I provide the key or the must pick players from both Arsenal and West Ham United. ये मेरा आखिरी सेगमेंट होगा. इधर में सब प्लेयर्स जो तुमको आपके ड्रीम 11 टीम में जरूर ऐड करना होगा. Don't skip these players. Defensive choice will be Calafori or Timber. Either one of these two you have to add. Then Saliba or Gabriel, you have to add one. If Gabriel is in the starting lineup, Gabriel is a must pick player from Arsenal. If Gabriel is not there, then you can go with Saliba. And Calafori or Timber, in that I think that Calafori will be the player who will be having a better game today instead of Timber. Then Bissaka or Emerson from West Ham United. And I lean more towards Bissaka. Bissaka will be a better choice than Emerson in this particular game. Then my midfield choice, Saka is a must pick in this particular game. Odegaard is a must pick from Arsenal. You can go with either Partey or Reece from Arsenal. Then Soucek is a must pick player from West Ham United. Then Paqueta or Solar, you can choose either one of these two from West Ham. Then attackers will be Havertz, then Trossard or Martinelli. Whoever is in the starting lineup, you can prefer him. Then Bowen from West Ham United. Then the goalkeeper choice will be Fabianski from West Ham United. So these are the key players for your Dream 11 fantasy team. So please choose your team wisely based on these players and switching captain and vice captain choices based on the possible outcomes that you think that could happen in this particular game. और मेरा प्रेडिक्शन है कि ये मैच आर्सेनल जरूर विन करेगा और either it will be 3-1 3-1 Arsenal defeating West Ham 3-1, and my goal scorer will be Saka, Trossard, then Partey will be playing a key part, then Soucek will be playing a key part, Bowen will be playing a key part, even Solar will contribute in one game. That is what my prediction is. And my defenders will be Calafori, Saliba and Bissaka. Hope I have provided all the information that you need. I hope you like my video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends too. Thank you so much for watching, guys.